Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Runescape 3, everybody! Why do I look pretty awesome? Well, there was a couple of big bad wolves and I went and killed them all. Yep, Howdy and Skull are back, everybody, and I definitely recommend going and killing them if you can. It's super stinking easy, and I got a freaking ton of bonus XP. It's pretty awesome. I got 100,000 bonus XP for range, which, you know, I promptly brought myself up to 75 because I could. Another 100,000 for some prayer, and 100,000 for agility, so some pretty nice stuff all in all. I would absolutely recommend you guys go do that while you still can. And in the meantime, the perk is you get to keep some wolf skins, and that's kind of cool. What are we doing today? Well, true to my word, we are going to be doing Missing My Mummy, because that is a Majorat lore-centered quest, kind of like the Musba, but hopefully a little bit more exciting. And it will lead to the Curse of Arav, which should finish off Zamorgul's quest line series and push us a little bit closer to the Ritual of the Majorat and returning Zeros to the world. So, we're going to move forward with that. Layla! Not the one-eyed Cyclops from Futurama, although I sorely wish you were in this game. No, Leela the Spy's daughter.
Thank you. Al-Kharid will forever owe you a debt on your help. In fact, I have something else I am working on, and you seem to have first-hand knowledge of the desert religions and burial rites to help me. Would you be interested in this quest?
Yeah, missing my mummy. Are you my mummy? Nah, if you're a Dr. Whovian, or just Whovian, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and that episode probably creeps you out too. Yes, I'm glad all my time wandering around confusing pyramids was useful. Another quest seems just about right for me now.
Well, I guess you want instructions then. I want you to head off to an ancient pyramid and talk to the inhabitant.
Sounds simple enough, if a little less than complete description. Where is this pyramid situated, and what sort of information do you want from the inhabitant?
The pyramid we are after is on the coast, close to Uzar. In fact, it predates Uzar, so it is very ancient indeed.
What is with the music cutting in and out? Can you tell? I can tell.
In those days, the pyramids did not have tops, so are more likely properly called mastaba.
Sorry, I looked ahead and saw the word mastaba and missed the word properly. Ah, that's what happens when you get ahead of yourself.
We will stick with pyramid, though. It is easier that way.
And the inhabitant?
That could be more of a problem, I admit. The inhabitant I wish for you to contact is the mummy who is buried there, or whatever part of her turns out to be capable of communication. She is an ancient, wise pharaoh queen, and I guess that she will be well guarded in the usual fiendish ways.
How can you be sure that this mummy won't decide to dismember me?
I do not think I ever mentioned that it would be totally safe. That is why I am offering a nice cash bounty for you if you can make satisfactory contact. You will find that I have enabled you to access some doors and passages that mere robbers would not be able to use, though, so it should be relatively easy where entry is concerned.
How can you be sure of that?
Worry about it not. Trust me when I say it has been sorted out. Enough chit-chat, though. You have a journey to make.
Yay! Let's teleport to, I guess the bandit camp is probably the closest way to go, but we have to go all the way to the ruins of Uzar. Actually, strike all of that. Strike all of that, we're going to Al-Kharid. I think a magic carpet will be the fastest way to get there. Whatever, we'll find out. If my timing is right, this episode will be uploaded on a Thursday, which is late for me in the week, as you probably are aware, and I do apologize for that. There are a couple of reasons. First off, until my videos reach a certain number of views, I usually am not very rushed to start recording the next session. I kind of let them build a little bit. Can't put the content out too fast, or people will get kind of confused and wary of it. Second, I don't know. It's been a really rough couple of weeks for me. There's a lot of concern about layoffs at my job right now. I can't go into any more information than that, but I'm working hard trying to make sure I keep my job. I have no idea if that's going to work or not, but I'm definitely trying. So, yeah, it's just been really, really hard for me to have the... Oops, no, damn it. I want to go to Uzar. Whatever. It's been really hard for me to have the time to really sit down and record. On top of all of that, as much as you guys know I love RuneScape, it is, I think, almost time for me to start drawing the series to a close. Ah, crap! I forgot water skins! Oh, dang. Oh, dang. I'm an idiot. I need to travel back to the Shantae Pass or I'm going to die. What was I thinking? That's the worst thing you could possibly do is go into the desert with no desert clothing and no water. I'm a big dum-dum. Basically, though, what it comes down to is I think RuneScape 3 is starting to kind of burn out for me a little bit. Not that it's done right away. I've been threatening this for a while, but it's not done right away. I still have a long way to go and a few skills, and I'm not stopping until Zeros is back in this world. And I would like to do Plague's End as well while I'm at it. But this does mean that I think I need to refocus this stuff a little bit more. I'm going to try to focus the quests a little bit more on the specific Majorat and Elf series. I'll finish the Void Knight series, because that was by popular demand, but it does mean I'm not going to bother touching some things, such as the gnomes. I'm not even going to show fairy tale quests, because I just don't really think it's necessary. It's fun, but you know what is even better? You guys playing the game for yourself. That is absolutely the best way to go, and I don't want to spoil literally everything. I do, however, need to continue my quest to return Zeros to the world. That is, after all, the entire purpose of this series. So, pretty much, if it's not on its way toward finishing off the Zerosian questline, then odds are pretty good I'm not going to be bothering to do that quest. And that's not to say that I'm going to shoot myself in the foot and say I'll never do anything like it, but just don't expect a whole lot beyond those series anymore. I need to focus. I'm getting too distracted. I need to focus it down a little bit. Alright, welcome to the pyramid, everybody. Welcome to the pyramid. So once inside, we're going to have to rummage through a whole mess of skeletons. Like this one right here. There's a skeleton right there. Skellington. Oh, it's a skeleton looter. Well, that's why I brought an Abyssal Whip to deal with him. Now, these guys drop some things, like, for example, the canopic jars. We need those. You'll get a bunch of different items. You'll get desert shirts, water skins, tools, runes, all sorts of stuff. But we need a scroll of the dead. We'll also be needing the canopic jar, a pyramid journal, and a mummy hand. So we're going to continue searching for a bunch of skeletons. I'm going to gather up all those items, and then I will meet you guys back here. Okay, so we got all the stuff that we need. We got the canopic jar, pyramid journal, and the scroll of the dead, and the mummy hand. We're going to return to Draenor Village real quick and talk to Leela. And she will tell us what we need to do next. Come on, hurry up. Man, we are traveling across a bunch of different climates today. Hot, scorching deserts, creepy, swampy vampire towns. Nowhere near as creepy as Mauritania, but it's close. Close as you can get into the free to play world.
Ah, you are back. Do you have any news of the pyramid and its inhabitant?
I found a mummified hand. That must have something to do with... Okay, bad news indeed. Plain canopic jar. Don't care about any of that. We want to get to the scroll of the dead. There we go. Finally, I found a translated text. Okay.
Excellent. Can I look at that for a moment?
Technically, you don't have to get some of those other three things. It's technically optional, but you want to do it. You want to finish, like, completing the mummy and building everything back up to par, because it's going to be necessary if you want to continue with the next quest.
Oh my, this does shed a whole new light on matters. It seems that the burial rituals performed on the Pharaoh Queen within the tomb will have split her up into various parts. You must reconstruct her peasants before contact can be made properly. I am guessing that you will not have to totally reconstruct her, though.
So what am I supposed to do next? How do I reconstruct a mummy?
The scroll mentions that body, body double, spirit, shadow, personality, and name were each split up.
How do you split personality, name, shadows, and spirits and whatever else? Body, I get, that's physical, but the rest? Ooh, we're just stumbling onto some dark magic creepiness. Man, these Egyptians, ooh.
You will have to look for ways to reunite these with the Pharaoh Queen.
I think I can deal with this myself.
Farewell, and good luck then.
Yeah, dang straight. I don't need this girl's help. Okay, now that we've finished talking to Leela, there's a few things we can do. For example, I'm going to use the spice on this jug of wine. And that is going to create spiced wine. I also can, I believe, just make a pot of wheat. Yeah, there we go. These are a few things that I'm going to need in order to make, rebuild this Pharaoh Queen lady. Man, I'm gonna do some creepy stuff messing around with a corpse like that. Whew! Alright, so we need to travel and talk to Ali Morsan. Oh, this guy's a swindler, I tell you what. More than once I have talked to him and he tricks me into buying all sorts of horrible stuff. I don't want to do it, though. Ali Morrison. Okay.
Hello, Nordic Pravus. How's the adventuring going?
I have some questions about a tomb.
Well, I'm not sure why you'd think I know anything about tombs, or tell you if I did.
I've come across a journal in the tomb in question. It's conclusive proof that you are organizing the looting that's going on there.
What exactly is it you need to know, then?
I'm looking after ways to reunite the mummy and the pyramid. I need to know about the name or personality in particular.
The documents I sold to Reldo might help you with the personality side of things, I don't know. But the name I can certainly aid you with. I have a copy of Seletin's full official name, which I made from the original.
I can see where this is leading. What's your price?
The official Osman has a great fascination with a druce of Squerix, which I sense might lead to some profit for me. If you can hand over a glass of squirk juice, I'll pass over a copy.
What's the price for the original, by the way?
Oh, I don't think any human could persuade me to part with it. If you are willing to pay me for a copy, I consider keeping the original an investment.
I just happen to have a glass of summer squirk juice here. Hand over the document.
There you go. May it profit us both.
Wow! He gave me 3,000 thieving XP for that. That was unexpected. Okay. Now that I have everything I need from Ali, specifically the copied name on papyrus, I'm going to travel up to Verok and talk to Reldo, the Verakian librarian. No, he's nowhere near as cool as the librarian from the movie The Librarian, because nobody is as cool as the guy from The Librarian, because it's seriously one of the dumbest movies I think I've ever seen, and totally just an ego trip. I mean, gosh, you can tell that the author of that Librarian series is all like, man, I wish I had all this cool stuff. I wish I was the smartest man in the world with like 50 degrees, and that I could go on big treasure hunting expeditions and get a new girl with every movie. Ugh, I hate The Librarian. It was a terrible movie. Man, the scripting was awful. The plot sucked. And you can't keep having villains called the Cobras or the Scorpions or whatever. It's just childish. Gosh, you do not need to name your villains after a 12-year-old soccer league. Reldo, what's up?
Hello there. How can I help you today?
I'd like to talk about a pyramid.
I'm afraid I'm a busy man. I can't just answer general questions, you know.
But I have reason to believe that you know about certain documents from this pyramid, the one that Ali Morrison sold to you.
Oh, sorry, those documents in that pyramid, yes.
Great. I need this information pretty desperately. Can I have them, please?
It's not quite that easy. Firstly, explain what you need exactly.
Well, I need to know about the name or personality of the pharaoh queen who inhabits the pyramid so I can reconstruct her from her separate parts.
That sounds fascinating and I'd love to help. The documents Ali Morrison sold to me do indeed contain the information you seek.
What's the problem then? You seem less than happy.
The documents appear to be a partial life history, which will go a long way to explaining the personality of this entity. If I can copy the documents, you can certainly have the original, but I need to be sure I am copying it correctly. In order to ensure that certain symbols are as they should be in my copies, I will require some other documents of the same pyramid, in the same hand.
Would it matter if the documents were damaged? Ali mentioned that he had made some into flyers, but he had the papyrus scraped clean first.
If you have one of those Al-Kharidian flyers, I can see what I can do in order to help with my studies.
Do you happen to have one in your bags? As a matter of fact, I do. Oh, I certainly do. Feel free to take a look.
Excellent, yes. This is certainly an example of palimpsest.
What is that? What is that word? Palimpsest? A what?
A document where you can see several sets of writing on top of one another. Ali's cheap nature means the papyrus wasn't fully cleaned, so I can make it out of the writing below. This flyer looks like it was also contained a series of ritual praises for the Pharaoh Queen.
Is this good?
It is great! Not only have I some original script to work with, but my initial copies were accurate. You may take the original if it is of use to you, with my thanks.
Many thanks, Reldo. Yay! Okay, we are well on our way to being able to construct this lady. Freaky lady mummy queen. What else can we do? Let me think. Well, my salt water just ran out, so that's a little unfortunate. We have the Scroll of Praise, so the next thing we actually need to do is head all the way to Oozer, which means this is probably a good place to stop this video, and I'll pick it up later. Also, I'm getting some lag, and I don't know why. So I will see you guys in the next episode where we will reconstruct the Pharaoh Queen and ask her some questions. Preferably about some creepy mages from another world called Runescape. I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching.